All right. Hello. So let's start with the second part of let's fix it. Let's fix this MetaHumans. All right. So what we are going to do today is to address a simple issue. And that is that if we come up here and we hit Quixel Bridge and you go to MetaHumans, not plants, MetaHumans, and my MetaHumans, these are all, my MetaHumans, right? And if I try now to click here to download, nothing happens, all right? If I select my MetaHuman from the portrait and hit download, nothing happens. So yeah, it is a little bit of an issue with the code. Um, Albeit this Quixel Bridge is different from the PC version, the one that you install on your PC. This one it's still a work in progress, and you can attest that by seeing that here. This menu is completely different. You don't have any download or export um, properties, just because this is solely devoted to work within Unreal Engine 5 and for Unreal Engine 5. All right. So that being said, it's not working as any of this. If you select any of these and you click here, it will start downloading immediately. All right. And you can stop it. And, that's how this should be working now, but it's not. So the easiest way to go around this issue is go back to the basics. And the basics is that Megascans and Quixel Bridge was originally a web-based product and still is. So what you can do is you can right click on the MetaHuman that you want to download, and you're going to copy link. And then all you need to do is go to your browser, open up a new browser window and paste that link right there, and that's it. If you go now to MetaHumans and my MetaHumans, there it is. You're going to have your MetaHuman ready to be downloaded with different resolutions and everything. All right. So that's it. You don't have to have a bridge. So this is in case you are working solely on Unreal Engine 5. So working on Unreal Engine 5 and having a version of bridge installed on your system, it's not compatible. All right. Yeah. It's going to be a waste of your C drive space, because Quixel Bridge from Unreal Engine 5 and upwards, it's going to be an internal tool inside Unreal, right? So if you want to work this way, for now, this is a good way to do it. So all you need to do is click here and your MetaHuman will be downloaded. Once it is downloaded, it will look somehow like this. And if you extract it, it will look exactly like this. So what this is the MetaHuman folder that should be inside your the content, the root content of your project. So I went here and this is what I did. I made a backup, all right, of my, so if I come inside this project, inside the content, I took, this MetaHuman here, all right, and this is what I'm going to do. This is the one that we have been working with, Christopher and Lexi. I'm going to Control X, cut it, paste it on backup preset, all right? So that essentially, paste it, again, content, MetaHuman, X here, backup preset. Oh, I cannot do that because Unreal is on. So let me turn it off, and now I should be able to do this. So I extracted the MetaHuman folder from here, and This works because MetaHuman, it is self-contained. Everything that got to do with MetaHuman is self-contained inside that MetaHuman folder. That's why, and because it resides, on the root content, you can take it out or take it in without any issues. Now, all I did was I took this MetaHuman, that is the custom one that I just downloaded, and I paste it here just because of speed reasons, and it is in backup custom. All right, here it is. It is Gabriel 2, and now you can cut this, and I'm going content, and I'm going to paste it here, so it's very fast. And now all I need to do is to turn on my Unreal Engine 5 Preview 2 again. All right, so I have a couple of errors here, but never mind, they're all warnings. They're just there to tell me that there was once a couple of metahumans in this scene. They're not here anymore. Just because I took them out, it doesn't matter. When I put them in again, this will be completely perfect. And now if I go to my metahuman folder, as you see, there is Gabriel 2, and I can take him and put it right in as an actor in my scene. There it is. And as you see, it's working perfectly. Now let's do the same test as we did before. So animation, level sequence. Let me open up this level sequence. I'm going to drop this down, and let's check that everything is all right. So I'm going to grab this, put it here, check that the face control board is working like this, and it is perfect. Now I can get rid of it for now, and let's get rid of the MetaHuman control rig, and all I need to do is to right click and bake to control rig and create, and boom, there it is. It is working correctly. All right, so if by any chance do you have the same enlargement issue, you know what to do. Is very easy to fix. All you need to do is, and let's see if we can correct it right here. So all we need to do is to select the actor, select the hand twice. So now you have the body selected like this, and you double click on the mesh. Now the mesh is right here. This is the persona editor. We go back to the skeleton, and in the skeleton, we are going to check our retargeting options. All right. And I think they are correct here, just because I tested before, but they shouldn't be like this. They should be all in animation. All right. So all you need to do is to right click, you know the drill, convert them all to skeleton, and then just the root and the pelvis animation, and that should do it. Now, that being said, now how can I merge those two different folders? Well, that's easy. Let me show you. So I'm going back here. I'm not going to save any of this. So all I need to do now is for me to grab my metahuman. This is Gabriel, right? So I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to set it on the custom, right? And I'm going to get back my original preset MetaHuman inside my project, all right? So I'm going to cut it from here and paste it inside here. So that's that. Now that is working. And now if I want to merge, this custom MetaHuman, all I need to do is to copy it from here and go to content and hit paste. If anything is being asked, you're going to say, I don't want to replace those files. I want to omit those. So I'm not overwriting anything. So all I'm doing is adding whatever comes new with Gabriel 2. And there are a couple of things, not only this folder, but also, there's going to be textures and mesh. If this Gabriel character has a different shirt that Christopher, you need everything like that is in the comment section. All right. So now that it's like this, let's, test it again. Let's open up Unreal Engine 5. And very soon, there it is. Now they're back here. It's like nothing happened. But now we have Gabriel, and I can grab him and set him right in. And there it is. Now you have two preset MetaHuman with a custom MetaHuman living together in the same project. Yeah, it's a little bit of a workaround, having to download it from the web instead of, simply going here, Pixel Bridge. This should be how this should be working, right? It's not working now. It used to work in preview 1. Now it's broken in preview 2. But as you see, it's very easy. All you need to do is to download it separately, and you can be completely confident into grabbing. So it should be as easy as opening up your content here, grabbing the MetaHuman that you unpacked from the web, dropping it inside your content, and not overriding anything that you have already working with your MetaHumans. The skeleton that we changed in the past tutorial, and the chords and everything that we fix. Right? So let's do one last thing, and that is to work a little bit with LODs. And that is because, as you see, if I get back enough, this is going to be like a bonus. You are going to start losing, the visibility on the hair. And that is because if we go very quick to the Quixel Bridge and I go MetaHumans and I look for this Christopher guy right here, he is going to have this warning right here saying that his hair does not have cards for LODs higher than 0 or 1, meaning that above 1, 2, 3 to 7, there is no hair for this character. So that leaves you with two alternatives. Either you select the actor, all right, and you go down all the way down until you see the LOD sync. This LOD sync is like an orchestrator of LODs. It's if this guy, so if this guy wasn't here, you're going to have like different LODs turning on and off at different times because of their size to the screen. But this LOD sync, what it does is it will take one piece, and that piece will orchestrate the LOD level for the whole model. Right? Right now, it says that it is -1, meaning that we are letting Unreal to decide which LOD it is assigning, right? So what you could do is to set this to 1, right? And that will, fix that LOD to 1, and you can get all the way back, right, without this Christopher character, losing his hair. Now, that could be a good thing to do if that is the only MetaHuman that you have in the scene. But if you are working with more than one, you really want to use that LOD working in -1. So if the issue is just the hair, let me show you how you can fix that very, very easy. So let's check this hair right here, the hair component, all right? And if we go down enough, we should be able to see the groom asset. So if we double click on the groom asset, we are going to be presented with this. And what this is our groom asset, and it has a lot of tabs here, LOD, interpolation, strand, cards, meshes, physics. There is a lot of things that you can do and you can tweak here. But what we want to fix is the LOD. So let's see what happened. So it says LOD0 is strand based and is visible. LOD1 is strand based and is visible. Now, LOD2, it says there is not visible and it's assigned to be cards. Well, this is the issue. That's why, the LOD is there, but it's not populated with cards and it's set to invisible. That's why this guy is losing the hair. So all you need to do is to set the geometry type to strands and set it to visible. And now it's going to take the original strands and it's going to do an LOD of it and it's going to be visible. Now we can check it right here. If we go to LOD2, this is what we just did, right? Now let's go to LOD3, again, strands and set visible, and let's see how that looks. All right, it's looking a little bit more coarse. That's great. This is going to save you a lot of processing power, all right? And now the same with LOD4, strands and visible. And if we go now to LOD4, there it is. It's even, straighter and less hair and more thick. And I think that this is the last one that we should do, because let me show you what would happen if we go to strands and visible on the LOD5. We are going to get this, and this at the distance is going to be, a no-show. It's going to be too straight. There's no resolution here. So what we're going to do is from 5 and below, we are going to delete the rest of the LODs, because the fact that they exist means that they're going to be invisible, so you're going to lose hair on the MetaHumans. So let's do it. So LOD7 gone, LOD6 gone, and LOD5 gone. That's it. All you need to do now is to, and as you see, you can, go far away and you can see all the LODs changing, and you shouldn't be able to see any difference. And now we save the groom asset, and if we go back to the scene, let me show you that his LOD sync is set to -1, and he still has hair if you go well away. And you shouldn't see the transition between one hair and another, at least it shouldn't pop. So you're going to have to do the same for the beard. As you see, if you go away enough, yeah, there is the popping of the beard is not there. So this is not happening in this character just because I choose this hair. This hair does have cards, right? So if you go away enough, cards are going to pop in. Those are the cards, all right? And it has the same thing for the beard. So this character is LOD safe, but still, I rather like more how the strands lower LOD looks instead of the cards. I don't know how fast are they in comparison, but this looks so much better than the cards. The frontier between the strands here and the cards it's like too much. There is a difference in the color, and it's a huge difference in the shape, right? That you don't see with the strand hair, right? Even while LODing. So I guess that was all for today's tutorial. So now we know how to bring in our custom MetaHumans to Unreal Engine 5 Preview 2 through the web, and how to combine it with whatever preset that you already had, and how to fix the groom asset LOD so it is visible at all distances. So we are getting there. We are so close to make our MetaHuman completely fixed. So let me know in the comments if you're having different issues with the MetaHuman, and see how I can help you to prevent them or work around them, because in the end they are going to be perfect, but for now they are what they are. a lovely work in progress. So be good. Love you all and see you soon. Bye bye.